Hi everyone, I am Katie, the Crafty Blog Stalker, and in today's episode we are going to be talking about the Cricut Foil Transfer Kit and everything that comes with this little kit and how to use it in our Cricut machines. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's open up our kit. There's a little seal in the back. We're just going to cut that open. And pull everything out. All right, so the kit comes with transfer sheets. Here, I'll open these up so you can see them. And these look to be like about 4 by 6. We've got silver and gold. And then these sheets right here are like little tape sheets. Now, if you run out of the little tape sheets, you can also use washi tape, masking tape, painter's tape, anything like that to help secure the foil in place. And then we have our actual housing. Here is the housing for the foil transfer kit. Looks very similar to other housings for the Cricut. And then here are the tips. Now in the kit, you get all 3 tips and they are identified by their stripes at the base. So hopefully you can see those. 1 is fine tip, 2 is medium tip, and 3 is the bold tip. And we're going to be using all 3 of these tips today. Currently, you can only use the transfer foil system when you are using Cricut Design Space from a computer. So here I've got my computer and I've got this little project that I just whipped up really quickly just so we can see the difference between the fine, the medium, and the bold tips. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Make It. I'm going to put my paper on my mat. Then I'm going to take 1 of the foil sheets and you want the shiny side up. So I'm going to put that over my paper. Then I'm going to bring in these little tapes and I'm going to secure my foil to my paper. Now you want to make sure that the foil doesn't actually touch the stickiness of the mat. You only want it to touch the paper or the non-sticky part of the mat. So we're going to secure this all the way around. And you also want to make sure that where you put your tape, you won't be foiling there because the tape will make it so the pressure isn't right on the foil. Here is the mat preview of what we are going to do. You can see over here on this left-hand side, we're going to be using fine foil, medium foil, and bold foil. So I'm going to click on Continue. I'm going to connect to my Cricut. I'm going to let my machine know what material we are using, which is cardstock. That is the base material. And then right here, it tells me exactly what I need to do. So to start, we're going to use that fine tip. The fine tip has 1 line. So we are going to put it into our housing by pushing on that top little button and putting it in there. And it just magnetizes right in there. And then we're going to put that in place of our blade. So we're taking our blade out. And we're putting in that foil transfer housing. Now, before we load our mat, we want to make sure that all of our little plastic guide wheels, star wheels, are pushed to the side. Since this foil is pressure-based, we can leave wheel tracks on our foil. So we want to make sure that those are all the way to the side. Now we're going to put in our medium tip. Now we do not want to eject the mat. We want to keep the mat right where it is. To eject, we just hit this button right here on the top, and then we can grab that fine tip out. Here is our medium tip, and we're gonna put that in the same way. It just sucks right in there. And then we can put that tip back in and cut again. Same thing, we're going to take that out, not eject our mat, remove that tip by hitting the bottom button there. And now we're going to put in the post with the 3 stripes for bold. I'm just going to put that in there. And then put the housing back in the clamp. We can eject our mat. We've now done all 3 sizes, so we can put our Cricut away for just a moment. And let's start by taking the foil off. And there is our foil. Look at how cool that is. So let me take this off the mat and turn our mat over. Pull that off. And there, hopefully you can see that, is the difference between the fine, medium, and bold. So now should we make a project using the Cricut Transfer Foil Kit? Here in Cricut Design Space, I designed this cute little sign for my office that we are going to make using the Cricut foil. So everything is ready to go. We're using a fine foil and a bold foil. So let's go ahead and click on Make It. Gives me the map preview, so I know where everything is going to be placed on my mat. I'm going to click on Continue. I'm going to place my cardstock on my mat. I'm going to grab a larger sheet of the foil. This is gold foil. And I need to trim this down. To trim it, I'm going to take another mat that I have that has the cover on it. And I know I need to cut this to be about 8 by 10. So I'm just going to use this other grid as my guide. So we're going to go 8, or 10 rather. And then turn and go 8. It doesn't have to be this precise. I just like it to be so then it makes my scraps easier to use. Okay, so there's my foil. And I'm basically just going to line this up right with my paper. Then grab my stickers. Here are not stickers, but more tape, foil tape. And lay that in place. And actually get it on the foil. So now we have our foil on our cardstock. I'm going to bring in our Cricut machine. And we are starting with the fine tip. So I'm going to take out this tip, grab the tip that has 1 stripe, and put that in. All right, our camera is done and I'm so excited to see what it looks like. But first, we need to switch out. Now we're going to go to our bold tip. So we're gonna take this tip out, go to our 3-stripe tip, put that in, and now finish off our design. All of our foiling is done, so our next step is to remove the foil. We don't want to take the mat out of the Cricut machine because we still have to cut around our design. But now we get to see our foil design. Oh, look how awesome! Oh, that looks so good. So good. Yay, I'm so excited. And here is the cute little foil print that we made when life gets blurry. Change your focus. So let's add this to a frame. Look at how awesome. Oh my gosh, I love this. Can't wait to hang this up in my office. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. While you're here, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming tutorials. And of course, you can always find me at my home base at craftyblogStalker.com. Thanks everybody. Bye and happy crafting.